Obekaya 2017 and a Ghana Education Service at the directive bar say corporal punishment say ye ma akra do ana ye bo akra wo school no ye twam ade we ye hyase abra abrofo no ba ha mo beko nyina no ye de edi mra so sa akra de jimi batana koma ho na Bible say ye de aba na ete enti Ghana ye mra Criminal Code in 1960 Act 29 ye de shemu say obi ani ho betimi atwe aba na ne nsade abu obi. The only justification ne say would the instill discipline ewo home in Enkora. Nti emra na ye 1960 no na ehiem. Say akora de ubetimi ede aba aka no. Say Section 31 of the Criminal Offences Act 1960 Act 29 provides that force or harm may be justified only on the grounds of an authority to correct a child, a servant, or other similar person for misconduct. Force used in the correction or discipline of children have, however, over the decades included corporal punishment like caning, kneeling down, spanking, etc. Enti wemu ye niema ye mra na ye di ka ye de chechem ekrono na ehiem se untimi mu obi a. The only condition abetima bu obi ne say an authority justifies on grounds of authority to correct a child, a servant obi on ni sua osua adwuma wo wase, anase a similar person for misconduct. Osua adwuma wo wase na odi obi atem waka mfidi agu odem ho, anase osua de wo school na akora na koya de bi ye misconduct ayatro na wa punish no. Ye nyina ye fa mu bi. Enti uhu teacher ni se onamafuom kwa so na wato wuram. Se de be ya o papa mpo ye boni wo fie no ontimi punish o. Single parent mame for no de ne baba school se montia ne mame. Because odo aya na ye wo ma ye ma ne ntimi ntia wo mo. Enei Ghana Education Service ekofa asamra ne ba 2017 no. Ene ya san hye mra in 2019 ene ya amend sa emra no. Yen Children's Protection Act no. Ya amendment in 2019 say afa de ontumi fa onsan kan akora bia. Ene no ya gibi bia de free headmaster for ho. Headmasters no ya gi tumi bia de free omo ho nti salaga student ni twitu ana headmaster to wuram. Ye yi teacher fo ani. They say adru yen kasa ye student so na no na Accra Academy yonko atwese kan e de bro ni nipa obi ba ode na ba school wuti fie so oba wu adanya obi atwetuo obi ane maame mo antete ni ye wo fie no watwetuo ana obi a yentia ne fie watwetuo na school no so yentia biem because first no yentia wo fie na enye school nti yi sa de ne free ho no enya me na no pa mi bo mitrim Ghana Education Service any coalition of teachers, any Ghana National Association of Teachers, almost statement on the buy. The Ghana National Association of Teachers wants an immediate action to be taken by all stakeholders to address the increasing acts of indiscipline being recorded in some second cycle schools. Not condemn the act of barbarism in no uncertain terms and express regret and disappointment at the behavior of students of senior high schools that perpetrated those acts, especially in recent times. I'm saying these are people we are bringing up in our schools to manage the country in the years ahead, and they are ready to kill, maim, destroy, and it is very sad. NAT General Secretary Thomas Musa has said, we call on all like-minded bodies and groups in society to wage a campaign with us to end this blot on our national conscience and education front. We entreat the Committee of Ghana Education Forum as well as the Ministry of Education and Ghana Education Service to find an antidote to this wanton behavior in our schools. If we don't, we remain hostage in the hands of our children and we shall have ourselves to be blamed in future. Let's remember, they say procrastination is the thief of time. Time to act now. And normal list here, over 75 incidents of indiscipline by students. Ghana National Association of Teachers, over 75 in just 1 year. Kenebu Akodia Senior High School, Kumau, Mokai say student Bakuku student Bako. Ndeuru Ejapa Senior High School, Savannah region, demonstration, almost she school no fa. West African Senior High School, Okai say Trewasi, student Baku ye. Omubo kobo Kimbu Senior High School ni Accra Technical ATTC dia nanu wesi ya Accra ba kokwa twe sekan ena omuko Upper East Senior High School protest omu seize student mobile phone teachers no Emma no student ne kobugu sa teacher ni so bo no. Say, yes, mfa mobile phone school teacher ni naje. Salaga Senior High School, 20 students came there with guns. 20 of them were arrested. 2 students came with guns. 20 were arrested after a free-for-all fight. Chiana Senior High School, 8 female students in the Upper East region were caught on video insulting the president. Mokai. 1 year, over 75 were recorded incidents. And Mr. Asare Menako, who was assaulted by a group of candidates, he was supervising an Accra Academy exam. Mokai. He was beaten to death. Accra Academy was supervising exam as an invigilator. Omo pon yomo koche ne bono. Mediwebe kan ho a omo si owu ye after injuries he sustained. Ye kai niama we nyina ye kai ko. Ye kai. Na ati for statement no. Muma me coalition of teachers edie no. Coalition of teachers omo so akohia mu wo Keta. Teacher unions call for urgent solution to address indiscipline in senior high schools. Keta, where February 26, 2025, teacher for union last 2 months. The Ghana National Association of Teachers and the Coalition of Concerned Teachers have sounded an alarm on the growing indiscipline in senior high schools nationwide and called for urgent redress to the issue. They said recent reports of indiscipline and violence in the senior high schools were alarming and required an immediate attention from stakeholders. The chairman of the teacher union, Akachi, in the Akachi South municipality, in the Volta region, in a phone interview with the Ghana News Agency, emphasized that the growing indiscipline in the senior high school was a threat to national education system and the future of our youth. Oma calling on the Ministry of Education, say omumrem. Not again. Ahana yemedeno. Or say as a nation, character and conscience, we have lost it. We are now training people with knowledge, but for their character and conscience, we have lost it. If care is not taken, we will all be in trouble in the coming years. This is something that policymakers must take serious, not. He attributed the decline in discipline to the weakening of authority within schools, particularly the diminished role of head teachers and teachers in maintaining order. He recalled a time when head teachers were empowered to enforce discipline and parents actively collaborated with schools to correct their children's behavior. When I was in elementary school, the head teacher was so empowered that no student could misbehave in school. Parents could even come to the schools and report their wards to the teachers. Teachers at that time were empowered. Today, teachers have been disabled. There are instances where when things happen at school, the children will go and inform their parents and they will come to the school to beat up the teacher. So when things happen, the teachers cannot talk because when they do, it's either the students or the parents will come after you. Musa emphasized the need for collective efforts to restore discipline and moral values in schools. And Ose, ye tete ye mano with abrofon tete na ye benya hon punishment. He said ye ne US akora twitu no oko school oko boni pabom 10. Eno na ye di abaha. And obi also attributed to say PTA ye gu no. Say PTA phone to me kwatena school mo enkwahye semra. First, and ye ko PTA meeting now ya kra we bone ya na usuro because ye kwa kote oto akire wo maame